why do you think I need the snorkel? So when I use the rocket boots to fart and disguise my little trail I leave behind of skid mark, then the snorkel is what I breathe through. The mystery of the snorkel is finally revealed.
Yep, you got your food. I know you got your flask. You've been working on your flask. I'm very proud of you for that.
I'm so disappointed in you mages. There are not 50 mage tables laid out across the room here. What the hell, you're slacking off.
Don't need anything persistent hanging out.
That was a discussion I don't want to go through again.
Okay, guys, eat up, and we'll flask just before we're about to pull the boss. So, for those new people that have come in here, I'm going to explain the fight real quick for those who have never done this on normal. This is key. Anybody who has lust, we will lust after the first dream phase. We will try and call it out the best that we can. I'll let Alod go over the tank part. Heals, pay special attention to those with the carrion plague. We need to make sure, Alod, can you set up the markers while I explain this? Anybody who has that nice little red pool around your feet, you will be hanging out over here, and we're kind of gonna disperse each other like around the edge of this circle, just so it's easier for damage. Anybody who is healthy, you need to stick around on blue, please. That's all for the range that I just went over. Melee, if you are unhealthy, if you have the plague, you need to stick on X. If you are healthy, please stay on Skull, but do not ever stand on the tanks, ever. Ranged, when those bloods come out, we need to focus them down. It is super important. Tanks, just remember to keep those bloods well away from the boss, because he does heal from them. So that means they will kind of be out around here. Alad, if you want to drop a marker just for a quick reference as to where to pull those adds to. Again, this is kind of similar to what we did on Botanist Range. Your job is to focus those adds. Then you can worry about the boss. Those melee, we have lots of melee tonight. We have 7 melee now. They can handle the boss while we deal with the bloods. We have a lot of nukes in here tonight for range, so it really should not be a problem. We will hit a dream phase where there's a whole bunch of bats that come out. You'll see your screen get really blurry. Super important that we all stack on the tank. I will put a marker on the tanks here. Hang on. Albino can be the nipple. Anyways, so whatever. So we're gonna stack on the tanks in that dream phase, and what you need to pay attention to, and DBM will not help you with the location of this, is the green strip that will run across this circle. I will call it out the best that I can, but keep an eye on your feet. When I say it's out, you need to look where it is and run away from it. It does massive damage. If you have any ads on you, please, if you are somewhere out here for some odd reason, make sure you bring it to the tank so that they don't have to chase you. When these pillars come up out of dream phase, this will happen. They will spawn in 4 corners of the room. I'm kind of standing on one over here. So they'll be pretty well localized. You want to get behind those when he casts his Seeker Swarm. Remember, those with Carrion Plague, you need to stand behind the one over here so that you do not infect the other players. Also, if you get hit by that Seeker Swarm and you have the Carrion Plague, it'll hurt that much more. That's pretty much it. Just watch your feet. Don't stand in the bad. That green line in the dream phase, that really sucks. Ranged on bloods, that's priority. Unhealthy ranged on moon, unhealthy melee on X, that's about it. It's a pretty quick fight. It is very placement heavy. Again, this has been mentioned last week, but I don't feel that I mentioned it this week. This is all basically training for heroic. Everything that we do here benefits you to a great degree in heroic. We have these markers set out and these placements set out for a reason because we are trying to move forward with it, and this is what helps us out in heroic, okay? Does anybody have any questions? Albino, do you have any questions about the tanking, or do you recall it? I think you recall it. You were pretty decent last time.
Yeah, I got it. I just got to remember pull the bloods out here, spank them out kind of where our outlet is, and then run back in.
Okay, yeah. All right, so let's flask up, and then we can do a ready check to make sure everybody's good to go, and then Ala can do the pull timer. Let's not let our pets pull tyke.
Yeah, I will not be putting Soul Effigy on the boss until after it's pulled. I did not think that it actually pulls.
That's okay. It still managed to be a record, so that's pretty bomb.
It's fun. Soulstone if you need to there, Squish.
Make squishy, make squish.
Don't forget, Albino, that in the third phase, there's going to be ads coming from the back corners of the room too.
Yeah, and I just need to quickly grab Agar of them and bring them to the center here.
Yeah, bring them to the Bloods.
Somebody's got an ambulance.
Yeah, that was us.
Pre-pot it too. If you're practicing, I do.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ranged, you should be on blue right now.
Means you can stand against the true son of the Legion. Feed my hunger,
Taunt.
rich.
3, 2, 1.
远离连线。
Fester and die.
Ranged on those ads. Anybody with the red around your feet, you should be over on Moon or on X if you're melee. Yep, remember to line up just like that.
4, 3, 2, 1.
远离连线。
Pull those bloods away.
It was showing that I stopped boss there. Sorry.
Behind the pillars.
I need to get closer.
Fester and die. Feed my
Taunt.
hunger,
4,
rich.
3, 2, 1.
远离连线。
Fester and die. Feed my hunger,
I
rich.
got him.
2, 1.
远离连线。
All range should be on ads right now.
快找掩体。
Behind the pillars. And don't forget those ads.
Pathetic. You're
Remind us when you want to lust.
Let me
After this dream phase, we can lust. Stack on the tanks, please. Watch the green. Watch the green.
10, 9, 8, 7,
注意脚下。
Watch the green.
3, 2, 1.
And lust. Everybody should be back on the healthy spots.
Feed my
Taunt.
hunger,
4,
wretch.
3, 2, 1.
远离连线，
Underlings, get in here!
All ranged on ads. Watch those incoming in the back.
Die! Feed my hunger,
Got
it.
wretch.
3, 2, 1.
远离连线，
Ranged on ads. Pillars up. Watch out.
Fester and die!
快分散，
Show these pretenders how to fight!
Ads in the back.
Feed my hunger.
Taunt the boss.
3, 2, 1.
目标是你，
Bring him back to the skull.
快躲开！
Watch the purple, and anybody who has that blood on them should be over to the side of Moon and X.
I need to get closer.
Feed my hunger.
4,
I got him.
3, 2, 1.
目标是你，
Say night night.
Impossible.
Great job, you guys.
Are inferior.
All right, we got a lot of loot here tonight. All right, so we have some shoulder tier 19s for the following classes. Heads up on this, okay? Rogue, Death Knight, Mage, Druid, Paladin, Priest, Warlock, Demon Hunter. If you're looking to use a bonus coin, I have those for the tier 19s. I have 2 Blood Relics, and I have a ring, Critical Strike, Versatility. That's what I have there if you need to note for your bonus rolls. We're going to start on the tier 19s. This first one will be Rogue, Death Knight, Mage, Druid. If you need that one, go ahead for your rolls.
Is this for piece 2 or 4, or if you're trying to get to 4 and this is 3, can you roll?
Remember, 2 and 4 take precedence over anybody who is just collecting their first or third.
I thought so, yeah.
So if you fall in that category, please let us know. Because saying so after the fact is different.
Glad I could help.
So those are rolls for 2 or 4 then, I'm guessing?
Albino and Eld. Will that give you your 2 or 4 sets?
Or Q.
I didn't see Q.
So those are
He got his
1,
epic 1
3,
roll.
Park you.
1 or 3 then is what they're rolling for, it seems like.
I have a 2-piece, but I have a huge upgrade, so I'll remove my other 2-piece to wear it. So that would make a 2-piece technically. It's hard to explain.
No, that's okay. If it is a huge upgrade too, that is also a thing. But if like people are looking to get their 4th piece, then it takes almost a small priority because it's like that 4-piece bonus makes a huge difference. Wilson, what about you, buddy? Is that any kind of a bonus upgrade? Or just a piece?
Well, I mean, everybody else said, one guy said it was 1. Like, nobody said it was a 2 or a 4 to make a set, so I just rolled with them. If nobody's making a set with it.
So what is
Okay,
it for you,
that's just
Wilson?
check.
That would be 3.
All right. Looks like everybody there is not getting a. Nobody here will get a set bonus out of it.
No.
All right. So then I'm going by the rolls. The rolls are saying that Eldolin is getting it. I hope I said that right. Going once. Going twice.
Critch, I saw that.
Sorry.
All right. Next up is the Paladin, Priest, Warlock, Demon Hunter.
I didn't mean to mix squishes there.
Womp womp. Does anybody need that for a 2 or a 4-piece bonus?
if nobody needs it for a 2 or a 4 piece, then I will roll on it to see if I can get something to go with my other one.
Yep, at this point now it is open roll. No one made a point, so go ahead and roll.
I have no
zero.
idea what that could make. I mean, I know what kind of gear I got. It's all 880 and 885 and up. So it would be useless. It would be stupid for me to roll for that, right?
It has a chance to proc, right?
I've never had a tier piece. Is the only reason I've asked, but I don't want to waste, what
If-
could be something for everybody else.
If you already have that tier piece and you're looking to try to roll for an upgrade, then I would say to pass on that until if there are people who still need the tier piece, especially if it's an upgrade.
I have 0, but I'll pass.
I've never had a tier piece on any tune, so yeah, I'm 904, so wouldn't it be? I don't want to waste a tier piece for somebody else running.
Oh, you know what?
Pass.
I just realized I actually have that, so I'm passing on mine too.
Yeah, the only reason I am rolling on it is just to see if it would be an upgrade worthy enough to wear with another tier piece.
All right, going once.
That would be a third piece for me.
Well, what do you have on your shoulder already? No, I'm talking to ally.
So I mean, if it's a better upgrade, like a bigger upgrade for somebody else to possibly have it, then I'll give it up. But
how many pieces do you have?
Right now, I'm wearing none because none of them are worth putting on without something higher.
I foresaw your coming,
Yeah,
of course.
I'm gonna pass.
The threads of fate that led you to this place.
Wicked, I would pass.
Your desperate attempt
Based
to
off what
save
you
the
got.
Legion.
I am.
I
My
think it
people
would
faced a
benefit
similar
allies,
dilemma.
actually.
All right.
That's only if
I'm
it's
not
gonna
trying
upgrade.
to. I'm not trying to push people. Well, you're gonna go to a lower item level probably on
The
it,
Legion's
but it's
victory
going to
is
give you
inevitable.
part of your set piece.
Every time stream shows it to be so. Had we resisted, they would have taken the Nightwell by force and
I have
left
2
us with
vampiric
nothing.
fetishes. Those are 51 level blood relics. I
Could
have
not
2
allow
of
my
them.
people
So
to
anybody who
starve,
wants to roll,
to waste away without its energy sustaining us.
I wasn't trying to influence
So
rolls,
bargain
guys. I was just trying to point out what would make most sense.
Now
Sorry.
I see a future where the Legion is victorious
No, it's all good.
and my people endure.
Wish me luck.
This is the thread that must be preserved. I will do everything in my power to make it
any other
so.
rolls for that blood relic?
Your deaths ensure
Of
the
course, it doesn't
future of
upgrade.
the Nightborn.
This is for primary
Come
spec right now,
forward,
drink.
then. Let us speed you towards your fate.
It doesn't upgrade, but you got it at 875, which is technically an upgrade for this level of a run. So, yes, when you get your 2-piece, that will benefit. So I would keep that. It
All right,
makes
I
no
only
sense.
got 1 roll for the vampiric, so I'm opening up the second one to off spec. So I have 1 left for off spec if anyone needs to roll for it. Off spec roll going once. Going twice. Grats to Eldolin and drink. Wait, no, I mean Destined and drink. The loot went to the right place. At least I hope it did. Alright, last up. I have 1 last piece. We got a crit versatility ring. It's all good. Any main spec rolls for that?
What's up, Alpan? Well, let us know, because License is Loot Master here. Well, you should have your add-ons, buddy.
Oh, what's a ring? It would be on one of your rings. I know what you have on. You have an 870 ring on.
Alright, roll Alpan. There you go.
All right, going once. Going twice. Congrats, Alpan.
Yep, go ahead. It should be your second ring, not your first one. Your second one. Uh-huh.
Wait, let me know what enchants he needs for that ring, please, while we're going. If we're doing a break, and I'll enchant it for him.
He needs crit.
All right, give me a second.
Your neck needs to be enchanted too, yes.
Now you're getting crazy, Alpan. All right, we're on break time. Alpan, ring, you need a crit. Hurry up, because I got to pee, man. Hang on, I got to make some stuff.
10 minutes, guys. Go, go, go.
Oh, I got a pee pee. All right, put the ring in there, Alpan. Crit strike, right? Wait, the big one.
Yeah.
Yep. What does he need on the neck? Wait.
You guys got through 6 bosses the other night?
Probably.
Mark of Ancient Priestess.
I believe it was 5 if we did. No.
How long?
No, we were 6 out of 10.
How long were you guys at it?
2 hours.
Ooh, 12 chaos
My math
crystals,
was wrong
12
on there.
ley light shards. Come on, Alpan. Gotta go farm some stuff. I'm joking, I got you. Actually, you can make flask. You can make me some flask. There you go. All right. 7th demon. I know you can. Anybody else? I gotta take a pee. We got time, but I'll see what I've got on me if anybody's got new gear that needs enchants. Okay. He's grabbing his PP too.
All right, where's everyone at? Because I went the wrong way.
It wasn't me this time. Yay!
You have to go to on the way to Croesus, and then click on the orb to come up here.
Okay.
I'm going to come down and see if I can find you.
Yeah, I took a wrong corner and I ran into some friends. I think I found it. Welcome back.
All right, I'm back. Anybody else need enchants?
Me, Wilson.
Anyone else need enchants? Joking. What do you need, Wills?
A haste one.
For
Ring. Sorry.
the top one or shit one? 200 or 150?
200 would be great.
And that. Hope I got enough mats. Let's see.
What do you need for it?
10 ley light shards. I had the rest.
I do not know what those shards are. No.
4 chaos crystals. What was the enchant? Haste.
Haste.
Ring.
Yeah.
Open trade, put and do not be traded.
Come again?
Open trade with me and put the ring in the do not be traded slot.
Do not be traded. So I don't understand what you mean by that.
All at the bottom.
Open
At the
trade.
very bottom of your window, you have one single box, and this is for do not trade. Drop it at the very bottom, empty box.
Open trade. I'll show you. See right
Okay,
down the
yeah, I see what
bottom,
you're saying.
big word says will not be traded.
He's Canadian.
Yeah. All
Was
these
that supposed
I don't
to
know what you
mean?
want me to do
And
though.
he doesn't even know
It's
how to
100
do it.
gold
Put the
toward the
ring
swear jar.
on your side, Wilson. At the bottom, it says will not be traded. Put your ring in there.
Okay. 1 second.
It's about time.
I missed that part. That's I didn't follow.
It's magic. So.
Went there.
You owe me 4 chaos crystals and 35 arcana.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Actually, don't. I'm down to 12 chaos crystals now, Wick, for guild runs. I've been.
Somebody needs something to enchant? I got quite a bit. If somebody started, did you get them all covered?
I'm down. I'm just running out of ley light shards, but I've got the core raiders covered from what's been donated for chaos crystals. I got 12 chaos crystals left. I'm running low on the ley light shards to cover the rest.
Well, let me know if I can be any help.
I think we're all good now. Biscuits. I'm gonna have to re-eat and re-flask.
Wow, everybody's lined up perfectly for Evil Goblin Knievel. Next time on I can do my rocket jump, I'm gonna rocket jump over the entire line of people here. Stay tuned for the exciting conclusion.
Fritz, are you on?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Crit, you there?
This is just to see who's back. Equinox is here. She's just typing.
I was wondering if Crit can hear me or not.
Well, he's there because he's making a lavish feast.
Yeah, is he not in Discord?
I am here, FYI.
Sorry, what happened?
I was gonna say I'm gonna send you bacon for these feasts.
Oh, cool. Because that's the one thing I can't farm.
Yep, I've been saving them, so I'm gonna send them to Critch on whatever tunes I got.
Cool, thank you.
All right, the moment you've all been waiting for, the rocket boost over all your heads. Oh, and he hits the door and then wipes.
Okie dokie, guys. I'm just gonna go over the fight real quick. Oh, actually, I do have one question. How do you guys feel about these summaries being posted in Discord half an hour before raid? No comment.
It's not a hard question
I'm
there,
good for
guys. I think it's helpful.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Considering I wasn't home, I didn't have a chance to see it.
Okay, well, it is in there. It's just a nice quick reminder of stuff before you get in here. I will slowly, very slowly phase out these explanations depending on who we have in group. But if you're not a video watcher, which I highly recommend for Heroic, by the way, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, these little descriptions, they're a good reminder of what's happening when you get to the fight so that you're not really blindsided by anything that you forgot about last week kind of deal. Make sure everybody picks up your hellstones, by the way. So we will keep posting those every raid regardless. The explanations. I am having real problems talking tonight. I'm so sorry, you guys. the explanations in game will start to dwindle. Okay. I will still keep calling. Fuck. Havoc. Stop typing. I will still be calling out bold mechanics that will really hurt, but you guys need to be kind of recalling this stuff as well. You can't always rely on the raid leader calling this stuff out. Remember, be self-aware. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of what's happening. Be prepared for incoming mechanics. Oh, there's something missing. I know there's coming up. But you can't quite remember. Just be on guard for it, okay? Anyways, Elisande, 3 wonderful phases. She pops back to full health every single time. First phase, if we do not burn her fast enough, she basically does this soft enrage and it just kills us all. Things we have to pay attention to. There are... Sorry, I was just reading chat. First phase, there are 2 ads that spawn. One is a blue, one is a pink. The pink one is a fast ad. She can move. The tanks will have to pull her and hopefully pop her bubble right beside where the blue is. And the reason for that is because we need to stand over in front of the blue for the Arcanetic rings to miss us. If you happen to walk into the blue bubble when it's down, please just walk through the pink to cancel it out. And then walk back into the pink to get a haste buff. We ideally would like to keep the boss out of that pink bubble. 100%. Because it does give her a haste buff as well. The blue ad, if we do not need to down it right away, please can arrange interrupt its cast. That's pretty much it for the first phase. Second phase, they start dropping orbs. These little purple circles will show up on the ground randomly with little black arrows pointing at them. Those need to be soaked by 1 player each, please. I will call out when they are here. Sorry, my dog is on my keyboard. Get off. Sorry. I will call out when they're going down, so please, anybody who can be mobile, let's go soak those. They must be soaked. The pink and blue ads stay up for all phases, FYI. Another thing that we need to pay attention to is I will not punt my puppy. She is 5 pounds, Havoc. Anyway, another thing we need to pay attention to is spanning singularity. It's like the spinning, glowing, purple, pink ring. It will drop a pool. Those pools must be soaked. If you have a damage mitigation ability, please pop it. Rogues, you guys have Cloak of Shadow. That is excellent for those pools. What's really important is if we have one that drops in front of a blue bubble, that needs to be soaked ASAP. Major thing we need to pay attention to is that Arcanetic ring. It will start at the outer edge of the room and head towards wherever Elisande was, kind of in that direction. But you can usually use the center of the room as a good marker. What will happen is those 2 or 3 rings that hit the blue bubble will slow down inside, giving us time to run in between what's still moving and what's stuck in the blue bubble. Okay? No, 10 people soaking it will still take all the damage at the same time. Until it disappears, basically. It'll tick on each person until it disappears. Yes, what Narlis said, mages ice block. I have turtle, paladins have bubbles. We all have damage mitigation that can assist in soaking these. Does anybody have any questions? There is one more mechanic that I will call out when and if it happens, if we get to it. It's certain people will be targeted with beams. They'll have to make sure they spread out and don't have any other players in their path. But any questions, please go ahead now.
Do you need me to go over anything, Albino?
No, I think I got this one. I just got to remember to keep The boss where the ad is. I think I screwed that up last time.
Keep her out of the pink bubble, please.
And that too.
And remember to run the ablating explosion out of group in phase 2.
Yeah, it comes up in a circle. I just need to make sure it's not next to anyone.
One last thing, real quick. Sorry, Garage, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm very sorry. On this fight tonight, just to ensure that we get through it efficiently and quickly so we can move on to our Gul'dan poll, we are going to lust right off the start. Please do not lust until she actually starts hitting the tanks, because when she comes... Hang on a second, we're having some disagreements. Hang on.
Only one point on that is that if we do it on poll, we're going to get interrupted by 1, possibly 2 rings. There is a pause between rings that's over a minute, that's almost a minute long, that's perfect for doing it. I know we get the most out of it by lusting right at pull, like everybody's procs go right off, of course, but we end up doing a lot of dancing between mobs and rings and lose out on that time.
I am totally on board with that, Lycius. If you would like to pull out the ideal time to lust, I am absolutely 100% okay with that too.
I'll keep an eye on the DBM. It's usually after, I think it's like the second ring, and then we have a whole minute before the next ring comes.
Sounds good to me. Feel free.
I just totally heard that wrong.
Okay, so nobody lust until Lycius says. Okie doke. Flask up. We will do a ready check and set up the pull timer. Like I said, guys, if you're going to pre-pot, she jumps down. You can do it at the 2-second mark, but just be prepared. It'll take her a second or two once she drops down for the fight to actually begin. So pre-start your casts if possible.
Ready.
Okay, everybody should be reflasking. I'm going to hit the pull timer.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your timelines end here.
大怪出现！大怪出现！
Nothing is moving on my screen.
Blue, go down first. Spanning Singularity, get out of those.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let the waves of time crash over you.
Watch those rings on the floor. They're coming out of the blue bubble.
Yeah, I'm out.
注意脚下！
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spanning Singularity, get out of those.
Time crash over you.
Get to the blue bubble.
Once we're clear, go ahead and lust.
Just as I
大怪出现！
Go for it.
Let's get one of these pinks and the blue down, please.
Lust it.
大怪出现！ 注意脚下！
Not you.
There's a blue up by green. Let's make sure we interrupt her. Crit Steer, you have an open mic. Everybody should be standing in front of the blue bubble. We have rings coming up.
Let the waves of time crash over you.
And get out of the way for the ones coming through the bubble.
大怪出现，
You were destined to die.
二阶段准备，
You exist in but a single moment.
And phase
I
2.
am far less limited.
注意，
Get out of standing.
Someone's up.
大怪出现，大怪出
I
现，
am out of range. I need to get closer. I am out of range.
1.
Your
准备接
buying
球，
time can be quite
Orbs up, must be
volatile.
soaked.
Tantra back.
Trying there. The mob keeps getting in the way. There we go. Got her.
Pull her out of the.
Everybody grab your haste buff.
The threads of time answer
There's the
to
beams
me.
coming up. Make sure you do not have any players in your path. There's a blue up in between blue and moon.
准备接球，
Time can be quite
Also, orbs up, must be soaked.
大怪出现，
Tantra.
The threads of time answer to me.
It is too far away.
大怪出现，
Your
准备接
buying
球，
time can be quite volatile.
Orbs up.
An inevitable outcome.
Tantra boss.
The threads of time answer to me.
Beams up, don't target any players. There's a blue up on green. Interrupt those casts, guys.
大怪出现， 大怪出现，
Pink coming up.
Your
准备接
buying
球，
time can be quite volatile.
Orbs up,
三阶
soak
段准
them.
备，
Time shifts again.
Or
and
not.
your doom
Third
draws
phase.
near.
Remember to interrupt every one of her casts.
注意脚下，大怪出现，
We got 2 B reses up. Do you want to get anybody up?
Yeah, I'm just looking here right now, actually. Let's get Gnarlus up and
Got him.
drink, please.
The time stream
Remember to pick up the ads.
The blue is up on X.
Will you race through time? Or be trapped in an endless eternity?
大怪出现，
Singularity's on the floor, guys. Don't stand in that.
The time streams are mine to command.
We can soak them now. And don't forget to grab your haste buff. There's a blue up in between moon and square. And pink has just spawned.
Time is slipping away. How can it be so?
Guys, if we can, in between interrupting blue, can we interrupt Elison's every cast, please?
2, 1.
Will you race through time or be trapped in an endless eternity? Will you race through time or be trapped in an endless eternity? Not
Nicely done.
I was destined to.
All right, so I've got 2 tier 19 pieces there for the Paladin, Priest, Warlock, Demon Hunter, Warrior, Hunter, Shaman, and Monk. These are the helmet versions.
In all the possible futures I scried, I did not foresee one. in
I
which
also have
you
a
were
pair of leather
victorious.
bracers and plate bracers for anybody who's looking to determine whether or not they want to roll. First up is going to be the tier 19s. I'm going to start Paladin, Priest, Warlock, Demon Hunter.
Nothing is certain. Perhaps you will win. And in saving your world,
Does anybody need that for a 2 or a 4 piece now?
bargain we were forced to make.
Persistent.
All right.
Confident.
Anybody else need it for a completion of tier?
I don't have any tier.
I will aid you as best I can.
Forgotten your
No.
humiliation on the broken
All right.
FYI, those that are clicking the orb, we go to the font of night.
Stuck in the belly like a helpless.
In case somebody didn't know,
Damn it.
Where you
Can we just pass on that, please?
heeded, consumed
that you might want to go
by
back if you have the quest for getting the necklace in here. You have to actually physically loot that last boss.
Yes, you do.
Your pathetic horde will
All right.
fall to
Next one is the Warrior, Hunter,
In the
Shaman,
end,
Monk version.
death will inherit this
Does anybody need that for a 2 or a 4 piece?
She
Grasp it too.
will be waiting. The husk of Illidan will prove an ideal vessel for my master's glory.
Nope, I'm not gonna roll on something that's gonna get somebody.
Sageras will rise.
I'll roll when it gives me
And
my first
together
piece, but
we
no one
will
else is.
watch your
Everybody's
world
completing sets,
burn.
so that's why I'm passing.
Let the
All right. No one needs it for a tier
endgame
piece,
begin.
tier bonus. So anybody, Warrior, Hunter, Shaman, Monk, that's open for roll. No rolls for the helmet? No one needs that?
Yeah, just my luck. Wicked is AFK, guys. She'll catch up.
Those that are still stuck in the Night Spire, just hold tight, and the orb, if you look on your map, it should be to the northwest corner.
All right, next up we're doing the plate bracers now. Those are crit haste plate bracers. Any main spec roll.
Congrats on your 2-piece tonight, Patu. If your flask is out, Alpan, yes, please flask and food. This is the last boss, so let's give it all we got.
Does anybody know if Critch is gonna make it back? I thought I saw something about a storm in the comments.
Don't know. But
Any off specs for that plate bracer? Sorry, I got distracted.
No problem.
Okay, can someone just keep an eye out if he comes back online, please? I'm just gonna remove him from the group.
Saddle watch.
Thank you.
It does
All
look
right.
good, Patu.
Any transmog rolls for those wrist, the bracers? Rich just came back on.
Ooh.
Going once.
Roll, Alad.
Going twice.
Oh, I don't use bracers for transmog. You don't see them.
All right, last up, leather bracers. Crit mastery.
I was talking about the headpiece for Patu.
Yep. Good try.
No main spec roll. Going off spec.
He cheated, Alpan.
It was a crap roll, Alpan.
How do you tell?
Because it rolled 100 out of 100.
Yeah, but you and I both had 100 last raid night.
All right,
and we didn't
transmog roll.
cheat.
Normally it says 1 to 100 if you're doing an actual roll. If you type, / roll 100 - 100, it obviously only comes up with the 100.
Okay, I see the difference
Going
now.
once.
Yep.
Going twice. All right, it's going for it's going for DE. One last try. No warrior, hunter, shaman, or monk needs that helmet.
To be honest, I'm not sure if I need it. All my tier pieces that I could be wearing are sitting in my guild bank, or in my bank. I know I need one because I can't get rid of these gloves.
If no one else does, then just send it to her. Watch this.
Oh, going once, going to her unless somebody rolls. Going twice.
Oh wait, Razor said if it can roll higher than 875.
Yep, they can Warforge. I have him wearing a Titan Forge one right now.
All right, Havoc, chill.
All right,
You can give it to Razor.
Yeah, I got a Raid Finder one that rolled 880 the other day.
I've seen a Raid Finder 920 on Gul'dan.
That's a real lucky roll. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Pet cookies, soulstones. Let's see.
Thank
I
you.
don't know if Critch was back here or not. Critch.
He was online. Or, oh my gosh, online.
All right. So
Yeah.
that looks. We're gonna 3 heal it.
Okie doke. So I'm gonna explain the fight real quick. Hopefully he comes back online again.
Mick, do you need a summon?
I'm making my way up there.
Lacius, are you okay with Lust on beginning of phase 3?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okie dokie. So the way this fight goes, he's got 3 phases, obviously, which we just covered. The first phase, if you've been to LFR, you are already aware. Kill the Inquisitor first, guys, because they drop the little eyeballs with the green beams that hurt and throw you and hurt some more, and so on and so forth. You get the picture. He does this ability called Feliflux, which he sends laser beams from his eyes wherever he's facing. That also hurts. Please pay attention to the direction that the boss is facing. It's super important that you get out of there. He will also drop the Fellfire bombs. You guys see those big boss buttons on your screen? Healers, just a couple seconds before they pop up, hit the ground, please pop yours so that we can get underneath them. I am going to take the marks off the tank and set them on the healers so that we can make sure that we are standing close to them, Kate, because that will reduce a lot of the damage taken. DPS, use your boss button on cooldown. I'll let you remind Garrosh which ability it is that he needs to pay attention to after I'm done here. The ads that come up, there will be 3 of them. First should be the Fell Hunter. You can start hitting him, but as soon as the Inquisitor comes out, we need to focus him down. Super important. Second and third phase, I believe, Bonds of Fell will pick random players, throw them to the outside of the ring, and okay, they'll throw you back to the edge of the ring, and some circles will be around you. You need to have 1 player in that circle before you can break free of those bonds. You just run out of them. Super important that you don't run out of there yourself. Even more important on heroic, trust me. That's pretty much it, except for third phase. You'll get Flames of Sargeras, if I'm not mistaken. That's the name of the ability. You want to take that out of the group and drop it along the outer ring. Super important melee that you zip out of there as fast as possible if you get that on you, okay? Let's try and keep the boss out of that. And last but not least, he does this Storm ability. It's not called Black Harvest. Do not run out for that. Who was that? Anyways, it's called Storm of the Destroyer. So it'll start wherever he falls, and it'll take up 2/3 of the platform. So you basically want to make sure that you run the direct opposite direction of him, all the way to the other edge. Do not stop in the middle. It'll still hit you. That's pretty much it. Drop the bombs elsewhere. Make sure you pay attention who's in the bonds. Someone has to run back there. We will call this stuff out. Stay out of his laser beams. Focus the Inquisitor. Healers with that Hellfire, make sure you pop your bubble. DPS, pop your boss button on cooldown. And then Allied, I'll give it to you. Oh, one more thing. Eyes of Gul'dan. When they spawn, in the first couple of phases, they're not so bad. They do damage. We need to focus those down. If you can cleave them, it does work. But in second, halfway through second, I think, and third phase, they become empowered. And they actually shoot a laser at certain targets. Those targets who have the laser focused on them need to move away from other players, and we need to get those ads down as fast as possible. They really, really hurt. It is super imperative that we do not at all, under any circumstance, stay within close range to any other player while we are focused by that laser. I'm going to mark the healers, and then Alad can take over. And just remember, we are lusting at the beginning of phase 3. We will call it out. Oh no, I just said out.
Alright, so in the first phase, he's going to spawn ads. So I'm going to pick up the, oh, I just had his name on the tip of my tongue. The big dude with the freaking axe.
The Inquisitor?
Nope, you pick up the Inquisitor. And I'm going to pick up the Felguard. You pick up the other two.
Okay.
Because he does the Shatter Essence, which you have to use your Resonant Barrier for. So if you pick up the other two, everybody can cleave on them while they're up. And I'll soak the Shatter Essence and then bring him over. I just want to make sure it doesn't cleave, so. And then, remember, we stand in front of the boss. Nobody stands on the tanks. We stand in front of the boss, a couple yards apart, and I will move on to you to soak his energy with the Fell Scythe. So I'll be running onto you for a second and then running off.
Okay.
And then we just follow the other mechanics that Equinox was talking about, like, you know, running across the platform and whatnot through the phases. You remember this fight, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So I get the first and third ad, right? If I'm correct.
No, Felguard comes out first, so I'll pick him up. You pick up the other two.
Okay. Second and third. Okay.
Food flask up, guys, please.
The tanks are marked with a skull and an X, so please don't stand on them. You will get cleaved by his ability.
And there is one ability in particular that literally one-shots these tanks. If you're standing on them, you're done. Just, like, there's no saving you whatsoever. It does 7.1 million damage, unmitigated. So, ouch.
The one we're asking you not to stand on us for is Fell Scythe. It will put a stacking debuff on us that starts hitting us harder and harder the longer you stand on me. Or Albino. That was just to make sure everybody was food and flasked up. Remember to pre-pot on 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
注意脚下，
Strike for Sargeras.
辅助出现，
From within.
4, 3, 2, 1.
注意脚下，
Rid me of these pests.
Healers, let's remember to pop those bubbles just before the fire hits the ground.
3, 2,
Kill
1.
them in my master's name. The vessel
Inquisitor is
must
up. We should all be
made
focusing on
ready
him.
2, 1.
注意脚下，
Make ashes of you.
辅助出现，
From within.
Move him out of the eyes.
ashes of you.
辅助出现，
Burn from within. Burn from within. Hailed heroes.
Get close to the boss. He does a knockback after this.
But first, I'll indulge myself a bit and finish you.
Can we get a B-res on Havoc, please?
A taste of the
Got it.
master's might.
4, 3, 2, 1.
There's spell bonds out.
You'll never escape my grasp.
Eyes coming up, get ready.
Behold, power given.
Let's get those eyes down.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I need to get closer.
注意脚下，
Ashes of you.
Healers, pop those bubbles.
Please stay off the tanks.
4, 3,
My
2,
will
1.
is unbreakable.
Bonds of Fel. Check in the back. Make sure you get
Got some back here.
your friends.
You should have been.
Now let's make sure you're waiting for people to get to you.
Oh, I had somebody in the circle with me.
Need a couple of people.
Oh.
4, 3, 2, 1.
注意脚下，
Make ashes of you. 3,
Healers bubble.
1. Behold.
Eyes up. Focus those down.
Drink in the glory.
If you have the lasers on you, stay away from other players.
4, 3,
My
2,
will
1.
is unbreakable. You should have bent the knee.
Bonds of Fel. Havoc, start moving.
Come on, buddy. Go right to the edge and wait for us.
3, 2, 1.
注意脚下，
Make ashes of you.
Healers bubble. Get out of the green.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Behold.
Eyes up, let's get those down.
4, 3,
My
2,
will
1.
is unbreakable.
目标是你，
Bonds of Fel in the back.
3, 2, 1.
Don't stand on the tanks, guys.
Ashes of you.
Fel, get moving.
Help him move to the edge of the circle.
One by one you fall.
Don't cross the circle till we get to you, though.
If we have another B-res, can we please get Alpan up?
I will
I got him.
not fail you, master. More power. Just need more.
DPS, don't forget about your boss button for your cooldown. Bonds of Fel in 5 seconds.
3,
My will is unbreakable too.
Find your friends, help them out.
Behold,
Don't cross that line until you have people in your circle. That was horrible placement of someone targeted with the eye. Let's wipe it up, guys. Stand in the shit.
one by one you fall.
There's no repair bill if you jump off the building.
Champions of this world fall.
Just don't do what I did and jump off and land in the center fountain because you won't be able to get back out.
That's exactly my fear.
We have summons.
That happened to me last week. It was like I can't even believe it happened. It was Murphy's Law, something I don't know, but I was stuck in the fountain.
Okie dokie. So while we are running back, is there any mechanic that anybody is having trouble with? Now is your time to speak up, please.
The bonds that you get thrown to the corner or the edge. You wait until you have how many people with you before you start moving forward?
If you're not a tank, you should wait till you get about 2 or 3, at least 3.
Sounds good.
It depends. Lycius, I agree with you, except if you are full health and you run to help somebody out, it should only take about half your health. It does make it difficult on the healers. 2 is ideal. 3 is a walk in the park.
I know Gnarlus had one person with him, and he still took about 5 million damage on the one that killed him.
Anybody else? Healers, I notice we're kind of missing our bubbles here. Oh, let's get Critch back in here. Hang on. Can we pop up a stone, please?
I need a top.
Yeah, Rutmage. There was some difficult times where the empowered eyes popped up, and that person just happened to be helping with the bonds, and there were 4 of us, and then we all just got destroyed. So it was just really bad placement. I'm just gonna give it another minute to see if we can get Critch back in Discord. Sorry guys, thank you for being patient. I'd like to get another pull in before we end raid. That was actually just placement of characters, Razor.
When he does bonds, he will throw the people he's bonding away from where they were standing.
However, who he targets with the empowered eyes, that's it seems random. Critch! Okie dokie. So, now that Critch is back, can we just do... Can we do it? Yeah, if you're stuck in bonds and nobody's coming to you, can you please call it out on Discord? In the meantime, I'll do a ready check here to see if everybody's food and flask. Oh, shit. Okay, now that's over. Thanks, Patu. Healers. One thing I would like you to take a look at. A lot of you were not popping your bubbles in the beginning of the fight. That caused a lot of undue stress on your behalf. It's super important that you are popping those whenever he casts what's the actual ability called? Liquid Hellfire. FYI, that little green hieroglyph on the ground that spawns in a circle, that's where it's gonna drop. So if you're standing right there and you don't pop your bubble, it's gonna hurt. Also, in third phase, when he drops that, yes, thank you, Patu, Liquid Hellfire. In third phase, when he drops that, notice it gets less the further away you are from it. It will turn into a green pool that will do damage if you stand in it. Therefore, you want to pop your bubble and then GTFO. Make sure that you pop it within a couple seconds before it hits the ground. Not when it's cast. Watch the flame. Make sure you cast it just before it hits the ground. We will stick near you. The healers are all marked. Well, they were marked. Let me remark them all. All right, so all range, please stick to one of the healers. We have diamond, triangle. Oh my gosh, star and condom. Okay, provided everybody's ready, we can do a pull timer. Just keep in mind all of these guys.
Zad was AFK on that last ready check.
Good.
You're good?
Okay, guys, also melee, please do not, under any circumstance whatsoever, stand on the tanks. They are Skull and X. Stay away from them. And don't run through them either.
The reason being, anybody that walks within I think it's 2 or 3 yards of either tank will activate his attack that puts a stacking debuff on us, and it hits harder every time that stack goes up, and it goes up really quick.
Okay, let's get this pull going. Some people have to work in the morning. DPS, don't forget about your boss buttons and pre-pot right now.
1.
Will not stop the ritual.
Healer's bubble.
Strike for Sargeras.
火柱出现，
Crown with me.
4, 3,
Get out of that beam.
2, 1.
注意脚下，
Bubble.
Rid me of these pests.
火柱出现，
Inquisitor up, let's focus her and watch that beam.
3, 2,
Kill
1.
them in my master's name. vessel must be made ready.
2, 1.
注意脚下。
Ashes of you.
Healer's bubble.
From within.
Spell of Flux. Watch out. Healers, bubble. Watch that beam. Remember guys, he will face it. It's about every 10 seconds that he pops it. 2, 1, watch the beam. Where is he facing?
Heroes,
Good job.
the ritual is upon us. But first, I'll indulge myself a bit and finish you. A taste of the Master's might.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bonza fell. Patu, Wilson.
You'll never escape my grasp.
Eyes coming up. Let's get them down.
Power given forth.
4, 3, 2, 1.
注意脚下。
Make ashes of you.
Healer's bubble.
Four, 3,
My
2,
will
1.
is unbreakable.
Bonza fell. Let's help these guys out. There's a couple people at the back.
Run.
Move.
Let's get Zad up, please.
4, 3, 2, 1.
注意脚下。
Make ashes of you.
Healer's bubble.
2, 1. Behold. Power in.
Eyes up. Focus them down.
Four, 3,
My
2,
will
1.
is unbreakable.
目标是你。
Bonds in the back. Let's help these guys out.
Wicked, watch where you stand.
1.
注意脚下。
Make ashes of you.
Healer's bubble. Eyes coming up. Get ready.
Behold. Power given
4,
forth.
3,
My
2,
will
1.
is unbreakable.
You have the AoEs. Stay away from other players.
4, 3.
Bonza fell in the back.
注意脚下。
Make ashes of you.
It's on Rump Mage. Melee, remember not to stand on the tanks.
Four, 3,
My
2,
will
1.
is unbreakable.
Eyes coming up. Get ready. And fell bonds.
I need to get closer.
I have work to do.
I am out of range.
Okay, remember we're pulling them to one side here.
Yep, and as soon as he's out, let's lust.
Surrender. I may yet show mercy.
Albino, come back and stand on me.
Time to return the demon
Or near
hunter's
me.
soul to his body and deny the Legion's master a host.
Can we get a lust, guys?
Burn from within.
Remember to drop those flames far outside of the circle, away from where they are. Eyes up.
Four, three, two, one.
准备 AOE。
Die. Why do you keep resisting? We can stop him! I know it!
Storm of the Destroyer coming up right away.
Let the storm
Other side of the platform.
upon you. This is our world, not the Legion! 4, 3, 2, 1.
Eyes up.
Behold, power given forth. Keep pressing, champions! Gul'dan wavers! He will fall! Burn from within.
4, 3, 2, 1.
准备 AOE。
Die. Why do you keep resisting? One by one you fall.
跑开人群。
Nicely done, guys. Please do not loot the chest. Let McSquishy do that.
Alright, I have tier 19 pants for Paladin, Priest, Warlock, and Demon Hunter ×2, so I will take the top 2 rolls for those there. If you are in need of a 2 or a 4 piece on here, now is the time to say so. I also have a Intellect Trinket that is Warforged 885 that does Nefarious Pact, so it's the 36% increased speed and then a 14% decrease. I also have a Blood Relic, 52, 880. So I have these pants, Paladin, Priest, Warlock, Demon Hunter. I have 2 of them. I will take the top 2 rolls since nobody seemed to mention they need a tier piece or the tier bonus piece.
That is just to see if I can get an upgrade. So if you need it to start your set, then go for it.
That'll be a 3rd piece for me.
Well, I'm still haven't got a 1 piece, so.
I'll take
Come on, man. All of them. There's no limit to the number you can equip. Going 1.
I'll pass so Zad can get his.
Well, actually, if you pass, then Alod gets his.
Because that would be 3 for me. Zad's first.
No, I said I was going to give it up to Zad.
No. Tanks first. Tanks first.
I have 2 of those, so the top 2 rolls get it.
Okay.
I will pass to a tank first.
He's just rolling for an upgrade.
Well, it's you and I, because he's got 2.
Yeah, so I give up my roll.
Oh. Well then, trade to Ella then.
How many pieces does that put McSquishy at?
It would have put me at 3. Next up, I'm doing the trinket, intellect trinket.
Woohoo! Upgrade.
Damn, yeah.
All right, going once. Going twice. Congrats, Q.
Thank you.
And last up, I have a blood relic, 52 levels. Main spec rolls, go for it. Epic roll. But given what we had last round on the blood relics, that might be the only roll. Yeah, never mind. Going once. Going twice. Congrats. And that is that. Now, oh, never mind. The chest disappeared. I was going to say if anybody has anything in there to get, but that looks like it's it.
I'm putting up a portal, y'all.
Double check it.